This is so good. So good.
We might be good for a week, 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden something happens where we stop talking for a couple of days. And this happened a lot. Like over a period of maybe 6 months.
Yes. I got just, from my perspective, I was just like, why is she acting like such a bitch?
That's Tasha, that's Steph. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest. We gon' eat a little, prank a little. Our story time is the best. Have you LOL when you click play? No, this ain't no clickbait.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, it's Steph.
And Tasha, and we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, I want to ask you guys to please thumbs this video up if you like it. Share, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the family. And if you've been here before, you already know what it is.
Welcome back. So today, you guys, we are doing a deshelled seafood boil. Tasha's is drenched in Bloveslife sauce, as you can see. And I have 2 sauces that I'm gonna be dipping. So we'll talk about what we have when we get into the video. You ready to eat, baby?
I absolutely am ready to eat, baby.
Then let's get into the video. All right, guys, we are back. So what we have today, king crab, scallops, shrimp, lobster tail, potatoes, corn, and sausage. I don't think we have anything else. But
Drenched in Beloved's sauce.
yes. Oh, and I also have, I had to bring my roll today, y'all. So I will be making some kind of seafood deliciousness with that.
Pepsi.
Ooh. She's showing off, y'all.
Her Mountain Dew did
It's not
nothing.
loud.
That's why she edited it out.
Yeah, it did nothing. I'm not trying new sauces. This is an old sauce that I tried from Wendy Fonseca that I loved. Brought that back, and I made up something there because we didn't have a lot of time to this weekend. You guys, we are very busy, so we didn't have time to try sauces. Going for this right here. Look at this, y'all. King crab, nice big piece.
Start off with some corn, y'all.
Oh,
Ooh,
that was good.
it's got some stuff on it.
All right, I'm gonna go into this sauce because it's real chunky.
This is so good. So good. This is absolutely delicious. Doesn't the Lucky Charms guy say that? You probably didn't listen to cartoon
Magically.
cereal. Oh, magically. Never mind. I want to try that.
Go for it, baby.
Dang, baby, making it sound good as well.
It's dripping all over my face. What you think?
It's good.
All right, king crab and Wendy sauce. For those who don't know, Wendy sauce is a olive oil base. It's no citrus in it, but there is red wine vinegar for the tang. And then it has parsley, cilantro, garlic, salt, pepper, and cumin.
Sounds delicious.
I love it.
It's going right down my arm. It's all right. Try to be able to see me dipping. Oh, All right. A bunch of lime on that. That was good.
Let's make it roll in a minute.
Now y'all know my favorite. Right on top too.
Try this before.
Excuse me, guys. Spicy.
Ooh.
Bite.
Is it good? So this time she got beef.
And I've been telling them it was beef though.
Oh,
It
you
wasn't.
were? Yeah,
I didn't know.
It was pork and chicken or something like that.
I've been eating pork sausage, you guys. This beef one tastes better.
I stole one. Because I was like, maybe I like the beef. Hey! I never like her sausages, you guys. So we gonna see if I like this one.
I'm just playing, baby. Go ahead. It's good.
I like this one much better.
Me too. Looks like I'm about to have beef sausage.
Oh, these will be bomb on the grill.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh,
We definitely need to take these to your dad's house.
these are good, y'all. Tell them the name of it because I can never pronounce it. Can you? These are good.
I can't really pronounce it. I can only spell it, but I
Well,
think
then
it's,
I'll type it in
I
there.
think it's Eckrich. ECHECKRICH.
Scallops. Look what I got, babe. Tasha's least favorite seafood boil item, a boiled egg.
Not today, Satan. Not eating that today.
Let me get into making my lobster, crab, scallop, and shrimp roll, you guys. I already got a piece of crab in here. Here's my lobster tail. Go ahead and drench this in sauce before I even throw it in the roll. Oh man, look at that, babe.
Whoa! What is that? You want me to bite it?
That's lobster and crab roll. Nah, not necessarily.
I'll bite a small piece.
It's lobster. You don't even like lobster.
Oh, no. Okay.
You sure? I'll make you one without lobster. I'll make you a little small roll without lobster.
I don't want bread. I want it, but I don't. Let me enjoy my potatoes.
Oh man, y'all. This is so bomb.
Yes, sir. That was hot. That was hot. That was hot.
Like spicy yet?
Temperature?
Really?
It's been sitting in the.
Lucky.
I want to try to eat this corn with my eyes open, but I'm scared. These potatoes, y'all know. Y'all already know. Whew.
Oh, this right here, y'all.
Let's go a shrimp. Here's go. A shrimp potato.
Whoa. I'm sorry, nothing can beat this roll.
Too delicious. Oh my gosh, if you guys are new here, thank you for coming. And we're gonna get into a discussion after we eat. Today's discussion is going to be
our breakup story time.
and we have a picture of our last day.
We do? Oh, yeah.
We have a picture on the day we broke up. If we can find it, we're gonna put it here.
Yeah.
Right here. Here.
Ooh, we look like something was gonna happen. Get a shrimp and Wendy sauce.
Whatever it is, I hope it's not sausage.
What do you mean?
You said, what do I want? I said, whatever it is, I hope it's not sausage.
This? I had two actually.
You're playing me.
I had a feeling I was gonna like the beef.
It's really good.
Think I'm done with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with it.
Pretty done.
Do I want another roll, y'all? I feel like I do, but I feel like it's gonna make me so full.
Let me see the bread. I just want a piece of bread.
Whew. What?
Ooh, the bread. That bread is so good.
Ain't it?
Woo. I think I'm gonna make me a crab. Yeah, I think I'll have this. Sorry.
You want to share it?
Yeah, we can share it.
How we gonna share this? Little ass piece. If you want chopped off the,
Sorry, you can have it, babe. No, you can have it. No, no.
this is to help me not be so full.
All
Here,
right.
there you go. Make some of that.
Thank you.
Ooh. Now first roll already got me
I'm gonna
full.
have is a crab and sausage.
You need to squirt some lemon on that stuff.
I'm gonna have me a crab and sausage sandwich, y'all.
What's y'all favorite out of all the seafoods?
With some lemon. Here you go. It's all over my fingers, but it's all good. That was delicious.
Ooh, Woo. I think it's gonna be coming out Sunday morning. So what you guys got planned for today? And how has your weekend been so far?
And if you go to church, do you watch this before or after church? Because I know
Good question.
we put it out early. Hopefully you don't watch this while you're in church. But I mean, if you do, that's your business.
We put it out pretty early. So I think most West Coast are probably still asleep.
Yeah. On Sunday for sure, yeah. We put it out at 5 a.m. on East Coast. I mean West Coast.
So East Coast probably getting ready for church, or some early churchers are already there.
Yeah, early churchers.
Cause there's some places have like a 6 a.m. service.
When I did go to church, I would go to the later service, the 11 o'clock one.
Which one do you think I went to?
Seems like you would
Knowing
go to the 6 a.m. one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cause you know I'll be up at 5 anyway. I'm like,
Yeah.
might as well get that out the way.
Time to go to church.
Yeah, I like the early service.
Yeah.
Then by the time you're done, everybody else crowding in for the late service. You get to leave, go grocery shopping, do your errands or whatever.
That's true.
Go have a little breakfast with all the people that's in church, still in church. Cause like after the late service, man, all the cafes and diners are always packed.
I feel like they're more packed during the shit, they can pack all day, honestly. Some people don't get out of church until night.
So you think all day Sunday that? Yeah, some places are. It depends on
like
where it is.
Sizzler and IHOP, them they always pack. Denny's.
Sizzler.
I'm serious.
When's the last time you went to Sizzler?
I haven't been, but you know
Then how you know it's packed?
babe, because my grandma used to take me.
Saying anything. Your grandma used to take you talking about. I ain't gone. How many decades ago? So you talking about when you was 2?
Yeah, my grandma used to go right to Sizzler, and we used to go to this place called Soup Plantation.
I don't know if Sizzler is still popping like that, y'all. Let me know if you know.
For an older crowd, yes.
I went there like 2 years ago because my cousin wanted to go, and it wasn't bad actually, but there was nobody there. Let's go.
Sizzlers be cracking on
Let's
Sunday,
go to Sizzler
y'all.
on Sunday and see if it's
Okay.
right.
Watch.
Okay. I wondered if every state has Sizzler or no. Some people probably have no idea what we're talking about.
Sizzler is like a Denny's.
Yeah.
I'm full.
But, that steak I have from there.
Don't
The
order.
lobster. Oh, do not order anything from there other than the salad bar.
Stephanie ordered lobster from Sizzler, y'all. That was her fault.
It looked good on the picture. It was horrible. It was so bad.
You should not have ordered.
Yeah, you're right. I should have
Yeah.
done that. That's like ordering the lobster from Denny's
Right.
or IHOP. Man, no. Never again, y'all. I thought it might be good.
That's
I should
like
give it a
ordering
chance.
water from the sewer. No, that's not that bad.
I was gonna say it ain't that bad.
It's not that bad. Make the lobster sit there.
Yeah. Me here. So today we're talking about the time that Stephanie and Tasha broke up, and this was a serious breakup, y'all. Okay.
This was a very serious breakup.
Yeah, you know how when you're dating somebody, y'all might get mad, be like, oh, it's over, but then 2 days later, y'all talk again. They wasn't like that. Okay, so where should we begin? I guess I'll begin because I think I was the one that's kind of initiated the whole thing happening. So we dated for
About a year.
a year. So we dated for a year, guys. Started off really good, in my opinion, and then it started getting wishy-washy to me. Like, you know, it was too on and off. We might be good for a week, 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden something happens where we stop talking for a couple days. And this happened a lot, like over a period of maybe 6 months.
Yes.
So probably the first 6 months was really cool, fun, everything was going good. And then the last 6 months of that dating year, it was on and off and stuff a lot. And a lot of different things happened too. Okay. Do we want to get all into that?
No, we don't have to get all into it. I'll just say this about as far as the wishy-washiness. I was in a prior relationship with someone who I was with for like 4 years, and it was just a part of not getting her all the way out of my life, which was a big part of the wishy-washiness. There was some other stuff. I wasn't dating her anymore, but she wasn't out of my life. She wasn't out of my life because we had agreed to have a child together. Kind of. We weren't together when we had broken up. She said, hey, I want to have a baby. Will you help me raise it? I said, yeah. We weren't together at the time. And then when she got pregnant, I got back with her. So I didn't really want to be with her. It was dumb. And when we broke up, it was for the same reason that we didn't need to be together anyway. And I love that baby. So I was trying to keep him in my life, but she made it so hard. It wasn't like, oh, we broke up, goodbye. It was like, she was doing a lot of stuff. She even keyed my entire car from front to back. So I had to let her go and the baby go.
And me and her got into it. Me and her were confrontational a couple times, like in person. And it was just a lot of crap surrounding that situation. So after about 6 months of dealing with that, I said to myself, I'm done. Okay. It just so happened the day I decided to be done was Christmas. Okay, so but I was so serious, y'all. I had planned this out for about 2 days. I was like, okay, so I don't know why I waited for Christmas. Have no clue. Maybe I think a little part of me was like, let me see how it goes, and then if my day don't go good, I'm done.
That's what you told me.
Yeah.
But she was already set to end it, even though she was like my day.
But if it would have been a bomb day, I don't think I would have done it.
And let me say something. My mother passed away on Christmas. I'm sorry. My mother's birthday was on Christmas Day, and she passed away 2 days after Christmas. Not that year, but a few years prior. So every time around that time, I was already down. So,
and I had no idea about any of that, guys.
Yeah, she did.
I didn't know when her mom's birthday or when she passed. Okay, because this was the first year, and it just never came up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that day, I'm waking up like, I'm about to be like, peace. You know, I had pumped myself up so much, even though I loved her already, but I was just tired, you know? And then a small part of me too was like, maybe if I break up with her and really I'm serious, she will not stop taking me for granted. And then maybe we'll get back together in a week or so and you will be serious. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of my plan too. But I was like, if she don't, whatever, I cannot keep doing this. Why are you smiling?
I'm just listening to your story, y'all, man.
Okay, so Christmas Day comes. We always have a breakfast at my parents' house. So Tasha and her son came. And as soon as they came, I looked at her face and she just didn't look happy. And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. I was like, I didn't know if you was going through some shit with the ex, you know, or you was sad about the baby or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm thinking it's either something like that. You just didn't look happy. And I was just like, I was happy as heck. You know, I got myself looking all extra cute. And then when they came, I was like, oh, you guys look nice. And she was like, oh, thanks, whatever. She didn't say anything about me. Like, you weren't like, oh, you look nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? I was like, oh,
I don't even remember that.
I was just like, So then, I don't know if I started acting some kind of way yet.
Yes.
I did. I immediately was like,
okay, so from my perspective, I was already feeling some kind of way, but I didn't know that I was going to be affected by it. So anyway, I come in and I'm not feeling my best, but I didn't know. Anyway, I snuck off into another room. I cried a little bit. So Stephanie didn't know I was feeling this way, and I got from my perspective, I was just like, why is she acting like such a bitch? That's all I felt when I came over. I was like, ooh, she's acting like a bitch. That's all I saw. But go ahead.
Okay. So we made it through that. I don't know how, because she looked miserable. I was just over it. I was trying not to make my parents think there was something going on. Right. So I wasn't like, what the fuck, you know, or doing that.
Her brother came up to me and was like, Tasha, what's wrong? And then her mom was like, Tasha, are you okay? Stephanie, I think she really wasn't. She was focused on the fact that, because she didn't know anything about my mom as far as when she had passed away, she was focused on the fact that all the things that I had done already in the relationship, and then that I was looking like a fucking cunt.
Right.
I mean, that I was looking angry.
Yeah, if I had known anything about your mom, I would never even planned to do that day.
I know that, babe.
Okay, so I'm instantly thinking, oh, this is one of her days where she feeling like something, don't want to be around, want to go do whatever she want to do with the other person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just like, I can't wait till this is over so I can get what I want to do out the way. So then we get back to her house, you guys. So I'm like, it's about to go down. She don't even know. You want to act like an a-hole to me all day long? So I was just like, this ain't gonna work, right? And I can't remember that conversation, but I know she was upset. And you want to?
I don't completely remember it either. I remember that we came to my house and Stephanie was like, you know, I don't want to do this or whatever, and I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you know, she explained, you know, I'm just not feeling this. I don't think she gave a big explanation. She was just like, I'm good. She was like, this is just, I had a bad day and blah, blah, blah. You know, I didn't like it. And I was just like, all right. From what I remember.
No, I said I'm tired of the crap we have been going through for all that time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not just I had a bad day.
No, I'm sorry.
Bad 6 months and I'm done. Basically.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to deal with the stuff we was going through anymore. I was just over it.
Yeah. And I think I was just like, all right, fuck you.
Yeah,
basically, but it was because, this is why I said that. I was not thinking about anything that I had done to her at that moment. What I was thinking about was, how dare you break up with me on Christmas Day when I'm sitting here sad and depressed about my mother. But she didn't know it. Right. But I was blaming her for that. Like all I was thinking about was, I can't believe the nerve of this woman that's gonna sit up here and remember, we were only together for a year, so I didn't talk about my mom. I never talked about her, so she didn't know that I was hurting, but she didn't know nothing. Right. So I was like, I can't believe this broad sat up here and broke up with me on Christmas after I'm sitting up here hurting. I was just mad at her, just blaming her.
Yeah, so I
say anything.
I think like right before I left, you said something about it.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, damn. But I've already done said everything I had to say. We already done argued. You already probably done cussed me out.
Probably.
So I couldn't be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Let's try to. No, I was just like, I was pissed at this point too. Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm sorry about that, but this just ain't gonna work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember.
But I was feeling horrible because now I knew exactly why she was upset for that day. But not that it would have changed my feelings about us being together, but I just would not have done it then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I would not have done it then. But anyway, so yeah, I got home and I felt so horrible. I don't know if I called you that night, but I know I called you the next day for sure. And I was like, I'm so sorry for like doing whatever I did that particular day. I'm sorry about your mom, whatever. And I don't know if I said call me. I would maybe call me if you want to. She didn't call, y'all. Okay, so that was it for, you know, us. Maybe like, I'm gonna say 3 weeks. 3 weeks, y'all.
Yeah.
Until one day I get a text message, y'all.
Basically, I text her some crap that had something that had nothing to do with anything. It was something of hers that she gave me that she didn't need
and never asked for.
And I basically told her I didn't need any more. You could have it.
Right. And I was like, this is BS. She just trying to talk, but she ain't really. You didn't come to me like, hey, how you doing? Miss you, or let's talk about what happened. Nothing. She was just basically trying to stir me up to say something to her, basically.
Yeah.
So I totally ignored the text, you guys, and went about my day. I figured maybe she'll text later when she realized I didn't say anything, or the next day, whatever. She didn't. So another month and something went by.
Yeah. We basically did not talk for 2 months straight. Besides that one time that I texted her, when she called me the first time, I was still upset. Remember, I was upset. All I was thinking about was she's wrong because of what she did, because of whatever, my mom. So I didn't want to talk to her. I was good. I was like, I'm done with her, just for that. But over these weeks, I had time to process everything, and I was like, it wasn't about my mom. It wasn't about anything. It was about all the things that I had done to hurt her, and it was building up. And how could you? I put myself in her shoes, and I was like, I wouldn't have been able to deal with me. If I had a female who had all this ex drama, I wouldn't have lasted as long as she did. So I started to think about that, and I started to think about the type of woman she was, and I was like, I'm tripping. And I was like, I miss her, and you know, we were both dating. I used to see her car because her car was kind of rare. But I would see the dang car once in a while, and it was not her.
Right, just happened to be that car.
It just happened to be that car, and I'd be like, "Oh, this is a sign. I need to call my baby." And then Valentine's Day passed, and I let Valentine's Day pass. But all I thought about on Valentine's Day was, who is she with? I wonder what she's doing. I thought about going to her house, and I really feel like I should have, but I was a little scared that she may not want to talk to me, because we really did not talk at all for that time. So I was afraid that somebody might be there and I might get violent, you know, with the person, because yeah, you know, at that time I was a little hothead. So I didn't go over there, but I thought about her, and on Valentine's Day, I was like, I have to call her. I didn't call her that day, but I was like, I have to call her this.
So yeah, I think even though that hurt both of us, I'm sure, and the way it happened was horrible, especially for you, I think we really needed that breakup.
Yeah.
We really needed that. I did a lot of personal growing during that time, and I'm sure you did too.
I did a lot.
I needed us to have that. I know you did. And it was like so good that we broke up and came back together.
It was like a lifesaver for me, for us to have that time, because you know, I feel like I was in relationship after relationship after relationship, and I never gave myself a chance to breathe. Even with Stephanie, when I was done with that relationship, the girl still wasn't out of my life, and now bounced into with Stephanie. So I never had a chance to like be alone. And that time that me and Stephanie stopped talking, and we weren't talking for those 2 months, even though I was talking to this other chick, I didn't have any feelings, and it didn't mean anything. Like Stephanie was talking to somebody else too. Not talking like that, you know, but we were letting people entertain us, basically. Right. And I was able to just have no feelings and just work on myself in that time. I talked to God a lot in that time, and I feel like I did a lot of growing mentally. I got rid of my ex finally after all that time. I finally got rid of her in those 2 months, because when that relationship with Stephanie ended, it hurt. And it helped me think about a lot of things.
I think the reason why it was probably easy for you to let that go then is because there was no pressure from anybody else. Yeah. It was like you were making the only decision. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't have any like, okay, well, I'm doing this for somebody else. Yeah.
I'm very big on control, you guys, and freedom. So, yeah, that was probably it. I didn't think about that.
Well, I'm glad that you called me. Yeah. Because I'm not sure
So I called her, and didn't you say that you weren't going to answer?
Yeah, so she called me, and I was just happened to be leaving work. And I looked at my phone and I see her name. And I'm like, happy as heck. But I'm like, I don't want to answer this. I let it ring to the last moment, y'all. I was like, hello?
Right. And I remember telling you that I missed you.
I was so happy, y'all. Oh my goodness.
That conversation was so awesome. I wanted her to come over that day so bad. I was like, will you come over? She was like, nope. Nope.
I was like, I'm busy. I didn't have shit to do, y'all.
You wrong. But she came over the next day.
Yeah, I came over. I went over the next day, y'all.
Didn't you spend the night? Yeah. She
Oh.
spent the night, y'all. She didn't spend the night. She spunt that night. So we had a great night. And after that, that was pretty much, I mean, we had some patches, some rough patches. Definitely because we were actually really getting into what we are now, a marriage. So we did have some rough patches. And after maybe, I'd say about 6 months into that relationship, that new relationship, we were solid.
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, there's been a lot of people that ask for advice on when they're having relationship problems. I don't think it's bad to get a break, have a break sometimes. Honestly, yeah. I think it can be really, really good.
It was good for us
to do it.
We can only go by what we have experienced, and it was good for us.
But what I'm saying, so like sometimes, like if we would have stayed together, we wouldn't have made it this far. There's no way, because we would have damaged it too much. You know, so having to break and being able to grow and heal separately and then come together, that's what made us work right now.
I think a lot of relationships get damaged that way. Even to think about past relationships that could possibly work if you take a break and try to kind of like reevaluate and think about, what am I doing wrong? Because everybody's always thinking about what the other person is doing wrong. You have to think about, and like I said, I was being selfish when that situation happened, because all I thought about was, how can she do this? See, now if she would have done that and we would have got back the next day, I still would have been angry, like blaming her, like, oh, she did this when my mom passed away and all this kind of stuff. And that's what I would have kept thinking. Yeah. But we had that time apart. I was able to think about, be selfish and be like, oh, my mom this, my mom that, is her fault. And then after a couple weeks, I started thinking, but look at all the stuff you did, Tasha. Do you expect somebody to stay around with all that stuff you did? Don't you think that she has feelings? Don't you think that hurt her? When I started thinking about that, I was like, oh, I'm the one that's wrong. You know, I need to call. And because I was like, wait, I was so angry. I was like, I'm not going to call her. If anything, she's going to call me. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, she going to call me, or we just ain't talking no more. But after a while, I was like, oh, I'm the one that's supposed to call, because I'm the one that was wrong. Okay. And I miss her. And I know she missed me. Okay. I already know. I already knew. Wait, y'all. In the midst of us being broken up, I went, like, she lived in Culver City and I lived in Inglewood, which is about 10 minutes away, right? I never went to Culver City, y'all, unless it was to go over Stephanie's house. I found myself in Culver City like 20 times in those 2 months that we stopped going to Robex, going to little juice spots that I knew she went to. I was gonna go to a dang church that I knew she went to, or not church. I don't know what I was trying. I went to a couple places that I knew she went to, trying to see if I could find her. The sushi spot.
When she could have just called me.
Could have just called.
Or came to my house.
I didn't want to call though, because I was still angry. I mean, I didn't know.
You want to fake run into me?
I want to fake run into
Oh, hey.
Yeah, and just be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but I'm glad we worked it out.
Me too.
Yeah. Because we're solid now, you guys. We're not perfect, but we close.
Yeah, we really, really good, y'all. Still working on the little things, you know.
Yeah. You want some corn?
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Alright, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and let us know what you guys think.
Let us see those blue hearts.
Yes, if you're still here, put the blue hearts in the comments so we know it's real. Please subscribe to our vlog channel if you're interested in learning more about us. And also make sure you set your post notifications to all so you don't miss any of our daily uploads,
premieres,
streams, or
premieres. And until next time,
only good vibes.
Peace.